Alright everybody, I won't be able to do any of the commentary videos because I'll soon expose any infamous users whatever I need to. So now let's talk about my home. This is known as Marneuli Municipality. And you know what that is? And here's the most darkest truth about this, because this has got to get you guys very shocked, and here's why. The full history of Marneuli became pretty well builded since 1947, just before my grandmother was born on January 10th in Soviet Union times. With Soviet Union dissolved, and that became a main part of a Holy Land city, rather than both, such as the church, mosques, and everywhere. And there's also the hope that's not concerned, but people who every time, refusing to make a garbage is throwing out to the dumpsters, and more importantly, became very diverse. With many pretty well bizarre markets I did to per case sometimes, but only with my grandmother after my mother would, no longer be there anymore because of her living in Poland, like I did to talk about in my commentary video. So, and most importantly, because I would say this is a fully disturbance in Marneuli, and this is what gotta give you a huge shocking. Before I'm going to give a video for this sponsor, I'm giving a huge inspiration by the TBC Bank. Go ahead and get your own plastic card until they know your true identity, until you pay it. Get some shoppings and whatever you need. So prepare to do it after you're done with a legal job. Marneuli was pretty well home to many people, such as the Georgians, Azeris, and Armenians, but there are no other people to be lived there. There are no Greeks. If you don't know why I'm saying that, it's because, that's just a fool things that not concern more whatsoever. But here's the most disturbing facts about the most darkest things that you've never heard. This was the Shia people that were actually migrated from Iran, and that's exactly true. And these Azerbaijani people, which they converted from Sunni to Shia Islam, and I feel like getting crazy to see this. And their organization called the Ashura Resistant Front of Marneuli. It's a Azerbaijani Shia extremist. Its motives were anti-Zionism, anti-LGBT rhetoric, and also the Wahhabism and Islamic theocracy and sectarianism, which has become so disturbing for the mass of things. These Shia people also showed their support for Palestine, and that became so mystical for their protests, since that's why the pro-Palestine tendency went on in Marneuli ever since October 2023, while pro-Israeli was attended in Tbilisi. That's just why it's a conflict between them and even the pro-Palestinian Shia supporters. And that's exactly what I mean. It was very, very disaster to see this. And many of the Shia Azerbaijanis are protesting against Israel's massive bombings in the city of Gaza, regardless that people accusing this country by committing a genocide against the innocent Palestinian lives. Although this country is still under investigation by many Middle Eastern countries and South Africa. But not to mention, of course, that's why the Shia people in Marneuli also preparing their Ashura ceremony when they are, mourning the death of Imam Hussein, the guy who, just got killed and at the hands of Umayyad Caliphate, and the Karbala, this holy city place in Iraq, is fallen. Even the Marneuli Azeris, well, they do live in Iraq at the home place of Karbala. They did pretty well for their pretty peaceful mourning. Not to mention, there are a lot of people who are down there. If I did to pay my peaceful respect for these guys, but keep in that mind, they're very dangerous. And so, however, most of them are not even capable of massive things. That's why the Shia Muslims are very dangerous, which they enjoyed their massive demonstrations against the United States in Israel and any other Western countries. Not all of this, but this has got to be a very severe disaster, which the Islamic Republic of Iran was the mastermind behind it all. And that's what exactly is. It tries to terrorize the home, especially mine. But good thing nobody is hurt and everyone is safe. And that's just why they became very dangerous places that you've never heard. And yes, that's becoming a massive nightmare for entire people with Sunni and the Orthodox Christians. So that's why, in my opinion, they're very dangerous to come close if they did not took over your mind. And I guess this will never change anymore. And I guess that's it for about the truth about the Marneuli. So thank you guys so much for watching this video. If you haven't done so, click the bell and notification after you subscribe to my channel. As well, you guys can like, comment down below. And also, don't forget to follow me any social media accounts. Links in the description once again. And I hope this is going to take me a lot of speckable terms. But good thing I made the Inspiration TPC Bank, and I thank God I finally have my credit card. I'm just glad that's got to be done. So anyways, I'll see you guys in the next video, and take care, and farewell for now on. This is Serial Designation JK888, signing off. Peace.